All right, little update on the 990. I messaged the guy that I know has worked on one of these saws, and I was asking him for some parts and seeing what he had and getting some advice from him. And I was asking about this. It's missing the recoil, so I'm trying to search for recoil parts. It's a ball drive style starter that would go on this normally. At least that's what I assumed it was. So I found some. I didn't have any ball drive parts, so I found one. It's listed as a 900, and I assume that they're all the same. And I think that they are for the most part. There might be just some different size sleeves and stuff like that, but this one was listed as a 900. Anyhow, got it quickly. Took it out. It's dirty, but that's okay. Whatever. It functions actually. Probably take it apart and clean it all up so that it is working as good as it possibly can. So I got it. Went to go slide it on. It wouldn't go on. I thought, oh man, it's not the right. It's not the right sleeve in there. Something. There's something not working with it. So I had mentioned this to the guy I was talking to. Said that there was a problem that the ball drive. He said, well, you know what? Sometimes there is it's possible that this is not a 990. It could be a 995 just with the right covers. He said there's a different starter assembly that went on those saws, and yeah, the ball drive won't fit on the crankshaft for a 995. I said, oh wow, okay. He said also, he said check. There's sometimes the sleeve from the old ball drive gets stuck on there, and then of course this won't slide down properly. So I had, and it looks like it's part of the crankshaft. It did. It doesn't now. I was able to heat it and remove it. But that's what the problem was here is I did this with it, and then of course it wouldn't go down all the way. And me not really, taking the time to really assess what the problem was, I just came up with the conclusion that it didn't work. There was something else more complicated here, and when it was just as simple as that spacer, the sleeve. So took that off, heated it. Didn't come off that easily, but it took some heat and a little bit of penetrating fluid, and was able to pry it off. Cleaned up the crankshaft with some steel wool, and now that slides right on. What's going on here? Yeah, then that would go down there. A little washer would go on, and then the nut would go on. Just line that up, but I realized I'm missing actually the 3 screws that hold this on, so still not completely solve the problem with this, but we got a ball drive now that will fit, and it has all the proper parts that I actually need. Put those back in there. It actually had the Formica washer still on the back, so that's great. Anyhow, that's cool. Get that off of there. Hard to do that with one hand and then hold a camera. And now, okay, whatever. You know what? Let's put this off to the side for now. Put that back in there. Put all the washers. It's gonna go over here. Put away in the bag. And now the next problem I have. Oh, this thing's dirty. This thing's gonna get a complete and total tear down. Crankshaft out, redo the bearings. We're gonna go big time on this one. But this project's probably gonna drag on for a long time. Here's the other problem that we got with this thing now. So the spring housing, I was hoping that it would fit. Look, 1, 2, 3 holes line up, but not the 4th. What a pain in the butt that is. So I gotta find the proper, this will work probably. Really tighten up 3 of those holes if I can get them lined up enough that I can, like, they don't even really line up perfectly. It's close though. Could probably make it work. Yeah, I can make that work. And at least that would be enough to, you know, run the saw until I find the proper, you know, spring, this housing here, whatever the heck it's called. And still on the hunt for some piston rings. But anyhow, there's a little update on the 990 project. Like I say, this one's going to be probably quite a while before we get it done. Got this guy here, the 26 LCS. I might actually drag that one out next, to be honest with you. I also have that 530N that is not really finished. Might have to go back into that one first, then get into the 26 LCS. I got a handlebar. See, the handlebar was all dented in, so I found a new handlebar for it. Lines, got a big H&N style spike for it. There's the Pioneer IELHM 750 project, 990. We got lots to keep us busy here. Anyhow, that's a little update for the 990 project. We'll update you when I get some more parts and have some more success with this.